Good morning. My name is David Smock from the Institute, and I want to welcome you to this important gathering. We appreciate your coming out this morning for this important gathering. His Eminence Muhammad Saad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto, as you know, is with us and will be our presenter. The Sultan had a distinguished career in the military before assuming this position in recent months, 31 years as a military officer. He was engaged in peacekeeping in Sierra Leone. He served as defense attaché for Nigeria in Pakistan. And as I indicated, he was recently chosen as the Sultan of Sokoto and the leader of 70 million Muslims in Nigeria and president of the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. Conflicts between Christians and Muslims in Nigeria have been widely reported. What has not been widely reported is the efforts of both Christian and Muslim leaders to forge cooperative relations and to constitute a force for peace. Moreover, what's often overlooked in discussions of religious conflict in Nigeria is that much of what's called religious conflict isn't really religious in character, but is based on ethnic, economic, regional, or occupational differences. It just happens that religious identity overlaps with several of these other lines of division in particular regions or localities, and in turn, religious identity is often used as a means of mobilizing support for a particular effort or action. This institute has been deeply involved in religious peacemaking in Nigeria over the last several years. We have also co-sponsored 2 meetings over the last year, organized jointly by the Christian Association of Nigeria and the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. So we're particularly pleased to welcome His Eminence the Sultan and to have an opportunity to hear his reflections on Muslim-Christian relations in Nigeria.
Distinguished audience, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you and this Institute of Peace. And that goes to show wherever a Muslim is, he wishes peace to the person he meets. And that's why I'm wishing you peace this morning. And I'm here to share my own views on the Christian-Muslim relationship in Nigeria. First, I wish to thank you most sincerely for being here this morning, and also thank the Institute for inviting me to share my views with you on this very important topic. It's so important to us that because without peace, without peaceful coexistence, no society can progress or develop. The search for peace and mutual coexistence, especially in a multi-religious and multicultural societies we live in today, should remain the principal preoccupation and concern, not only of religious leaders, but other leaders of thought, both nationally and internationally. The Institute's innovative programs and activities and its laudable initiatives therefore deserve our special commendation. When I was first appointed Sultan of Sokoto, exactly on 2nd November 2006, one of the first groups to come down to Sokoto to congratulate me was the leadership of Christian Association of Nigeria. I was highly gratified by such a visit and kind gesture, and I assured the leadership of Christian Association that we are determined to explore all avenues of strengthening the foundation of peace and religious harmony in Nigeria, and also expressed my readiness to work closely with the leadership to realize this goal. My subsequent consultations and interactions with religious leaders within and outside Nigeria have clearly brought out the establishment of religious harmony as an urgent and shared concern, and have strengthened my resolve to work for its realization. We do not need to convince anybody that the series of religious crises witnessed in many Nigerian cities in the last 2 decades especially in the northern states, was not only unhelpful to Nigeria's socio-economic development, but very injurious to Muslim-Christian relations. These crises significantly undermine the basis of our collective existence that took generations, and in some cases centuries, to build and nurture, and resulted in massive loss of lives and material resources, which no society could ill afford. But it's also a view I strongly hold that these unfortunate incidents have neither the social base nor the religious justification in Nigerian society. Many families, especially in the southwest and the north-central zones of the country, harbor members of different religious affiliations who had coexisted and continue to coexist in peace and harmony. Most importantly, Jesus also occupies a special place in Islamic doctrine, and one cannot be a true Muslim without believing in the prophethood of Isa alayhi salam. The permission granted to Muslims to marry from the people of the book and to partake of their lawful food are further proofs of Islam's goal in establishing harmonious Muslim-Christian relations based on toleration and mutual respect. It is worth pointing out that conflict between Muslims and Christians was until very recently a rare occurrence in Nigeria. The dominant form of conflict was of communal nature, involving clashes over farmlands and the use of other natural resources. It took the involvement of state and local authorities and the intervention of traditional rulers to reestablish communal property rights and to broker lasting peace.